wonder if testing on animals is ethical. Hi, my name is Cyril Zhang, and I'll tell you my opinion. I think that testing on animals is unethical. One reason why I think this way is because animals' rights are violated. My second reason why is that animals get killed in the process. My final reason why is that most of the time it doesn't even work. One reason why I think this way is because their rights are violated. For example, animals have feelings like humans. This means when they're tested, their feelings are hurt. Another example why is that they have no choice. This means that they are forced to be tested. That is why I think this way. Another reason why I think this way is because animals get killed in the process. For example, 97% of all animals that are tested dies. This means that only 3% of the animals that are tested on survives. Another example is that they will most likely be reused again in another test. This means that even if they do survive, they'll be reused in another test again to die. That is why I think this way. My final reason why is that most of the time it doesn't even work. For example, their bodies work differently. This means that even if it does work, the bodies work differently, so it won't be safe for human use. Another example is that 92% of all animal testing is unsafe for humans. This means only 8% of the products that are tested are safe for humans. That is why I think this way. In conclusion, I think that testing on animals is unethical. One reason why I think this way is because their rights are violated. My second reason why is that most of the time it doesn't even work. My final reason why is that animals get killed in the process. That is why I think this way. Thank you for listening to my speech.
I think testing products on animals is unethical. Hi, my name is Lily, and today I'm going to be talking about how testing products on animals is unethical. For example, testing products on animals kills a lot of animals. Second of all, animals are not exactly like humans. And finally, testing products on animals is bad for the earth. For example, animals testing kills a lot of animals. About 110 million animals get killed in a year in the USA. And if the animals don't die in the test, then they'll reuse the animal for another test. Second of all, animals are not exactly like humans. And if the product works on animals, it may not work on humans. So it might have side effects and give the humans diseases. And finally, it's bad. Testing products on animals is bad for the earth. For example, it uses a lot of toxic wastes, and it's bad for the soil and the groundwater. In conclusion, I think testing products on animals is unethical because first, it kills a lot of animals, and secondly, testing products on animals is bad for the earth, and finally, testing products on animals are not exactly like humans, so it might have side effects. Thank you for listening to my speech.
We all use some type of things before, like medication and stuff. But how do we get those stuff if it hasn't been tested first? They tested on animals. Hi, my name is Eric, and today I will be talking about why it's not ethical to test on animals. My first reason why it's not ethical to test on animals is because animals have their own rights too. Just like humans, animals deserve exactly what we deserve. We won't go around and test on other humans too, won't we? My second reason why it's not ethical to test on animals is because we do our best to try to save them. There are other teams like Team Trees to stop deforestation. This is because if there is deforestation, animals may lose their homes or habitats, causing them to become extinct. My last reason why it's not ethical to test on animals is that it can also affect our food we eat. Less animals means less food we eat. Animals eat other animals, so the animals that eat these animals that went extinct will also go extinct. This can affect on a lot of stuff on Earth. It can also affect on us humans too. So is it really worth it testing on animals when you can test on insects or pests? In conclusion, I think testing on animals is not ethical. What do you think? Thank you for listening to my speech.
Is animal testing ethical? 51% of the US think that animal testing is reasonable, but I disagree with them. Hi, my name is Amy, and I think that animal testing isn't ethical. The first reason why I think animal testing isn't ethical is because animals are being mistreated. Secondly, I think that animal testing is wrong is because most of the time, it doesn't correctly predict what is going to happen to humans. Lastly, I think animal testing is not ethical because there are better alternatives. The first reason why I think animal testing is unreasonable is because animals are being mistreated. In most facilities where animal testing is being conducted, animals are not getting sufficient food or water. In addition, most animals are being in activities relating to pain, which can hurt them badly or even kill them. Lastly, scientists burn animals just to study the healing process. In addition, animal testing isn't ethical because most of the time it doesn't accurately predict what is going to happen to humans when they first use it. According to procon.org, 94% of drug tests on animals fail in human clinical trials. Also, if an animal doesn't react to a cure or substance what the scientists think they will, this might mislead the scientists and think that cure won't work. But in reality, it might. Lastly, the last reason why I think animal testing isn't ethical is because there are better alternatives. For example, there are computer simulations. Computer simulations is when you use past data on a computer to do some simulations that are accurate. Moreover, we can also use human volunteers. Although it might be risky to use humans as test subjects, it's the best way to figure out if a cure is good or not, and it's somewhat ethical. In conclusion and summarization, those are the reasons why I think animal testing isn't ethical. I think it's not ethical because animals are being mistreated. Most of the time, animal testing doesn't accurately predict what's going to happen. And finally, because there are better alternatives than animal testing. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Do you think testing products on animals are ethical? Hi, my name is Claire, and I think testing products on animals are not ethical is because they get sick and die from the product, they feel scared, and they don't get a choice. We can use tissue cultures, which is organs on a chip. Scientists can use a special device without harming anyone, not including humans and animals. The first reason why I think testing products on animals is unethical is because they get sick and die from this product. Animals would probably just mind their own business and suddenly feel a very painful feeling. Why do animals have to be the ones to die instead of things that don't have lives? Having someone die is an example of doing something cruel to someone other than yourself. I can't imagine dying because I'm a product tester. The second reason why I think testing products on animals are not ethical is because they get scared. Animals worry, and at the end they die. Humans are very cruel for putting these special awful products on animals. They done nothing but just live their daily life. In the article PETA, it says that They languish in pain, suffer from frustration, and ache with loneliness, and long to be free. This proves that animals are nervous and can't do anything about it. The article PETA also says that instead, animals can only sit and wait and fear for the next painful procedure that is performed on them. My last reason why is because they don't get a choice. Since animals don't speak our language, people force them to do it. This is an example of unfairness and inequality because we get a choice for doing everything in our lives. How come animals don't get a choice when they're being tested? In conclusion, I think testing products on animals are not ethical is because they get sick and die from the product, they feel scared, and they don't get a choice. Do you think testing products on animals are ethical? Thank you for listening to my speech.
Testing on animals ethical or not? Hi, my name is Fiona. Today I'll be telling you if testing on animals is ethical or not. Testing on animals is really cruel and inhumane, but many of the products we buy and use every day is tested before getting stocked up onto shelves. What do you think will happen if we never tested on animals with products? Would you think the future would be good or not? The first reason why testing on animals is important is because testing on animals helps healthcare a lot. Testing on animals can make sure that vaccine and shots for humans is safe, and it could make the risk of people getting infected and maybe even possibly dying little. The next reason why testing on animals is important is because most of the items we use every day are tested on animals, such as dish soap, laundry detergent, toothpaste, some makeup brands, and etc. If the everyday items we use were never tested on animals before, what do you think will happen to every human that uses those items? So a lot of humans would be at risk getting infections or even dying. The last reason why I think testing on animals is important is because it doesn't only help humans thrive, but it can also help animals live longer. Animals also need to take shots and vaccines like us, humans, so testing on animals can also help other animals live longer. In conclusion, testing on animals is important because it's a big part of healthcare. Animals are the items we use every day are probably tested on animals, and it could also help other animals live longer. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Hi, my name is Ellen. Today I will talk about why testing products on animals is ethical. First, if the animal gets poisoned, people can give it medicine. Second, the product could be for a good cause. Third, it can prevent diseases. First, if the animal gets poisoned, people can give it medicine. This is stated on www.on.org. Medicine can prevent swelling, pain, inflammation, and more. This reason sums up this statement. Second, the product may be for a good cause? What if it is a medicine? It may not be tested. This means it may not be safe to use whatsoever. This reason sums up this statement. Third. It can prevent diseases and see if there are any bad side effects such as liver damage, birth defects, and more. This reason sums up this statement. In conclusion, I think that it is ethical for humans to test products on animals. It is because, first, if the animal gets poisoned, humans can give it a medicine. Second, it may be for a good cause. Third, it may prevent diseases. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Do you think animal testing is ethical or not? If you think so, why? Hello, my name is Easton, and today I'll be telling you all my reasons on why I think animal testing is unethical. My first reason on why I think animal testing is unethical is because it can be used for future purposes. My second reason on why I think animal testing is unethical is because they can go extinct. Lastly, I think animal testing is unethical is because if a test goes wrong, it can affect the world. My first reason on why I think animal testing is unethical is because if we run out of food, we can hunt them down and eat them. But since they have been tested, they can be contaminated with harmful chemicals that could potentially harm the human bodies. This could potentially lead to them dying, and furthermore, this is one reason on why I think animal testing is unethical. My second reason why I think animal testing is unethical is because they can go extinct. If they go extinct, we'll have to use fake meat such as burger patties, pork, and even more. These type of foods will need a lot of chemicals to make it taste real, which could also harm the human body, which could kill a lot of people and get a lot of people ill. This is my second reason on why I think animal testing is unethical. My last reason on why I think animal testing is unethical is because if a test goes wrong, it could affect the world. For example, if harmful substances are injected into an animal, it could turn it into a living dead corpse, which if it escapes, it could affect the whole world. This could cause mass destruction to human beings as it spreads. This is my last reason on why I think animal testing is unethical. In conclusion, animal testing is unethical. One reason why animal testing is unethical is because they can be used for future purposes but will be contaminated with harmful chemicals and could hurt human beings. Another reason why animal testing is unethical is because they can go extinct. Lastly, animal testing unethical because if a test goes wrong, it could affect human beings. Thank you for listening to my speech.
My name is Juho, and today I'll be talking about testing products on animals. Is it legal or not? I would say yes. When you make a new medicine, who will be the first one to try it out? When you get sick, will you go try the medicine? Maybe you will say no, because what happens if that kind of medicine can't make you feel better or makes you sick, maybe even death. So I think we should try on the animals. Second reason, we can use an animal to see how it works. For example, we can use an animal to see can the animals survive in the market without using the spaceships. If the animal can survive without using the spaceship, and that means the people that have to go into the space and they can survive. And they can survive without using spaceship too. We can't test the products on animals because it will not make any people dead. But we should not test on dogs, cats, pigs, and cows. But we should test on the animal that want to kill us or eat us. Thank you for listening to my speech.